Does your loved one or client see things that aren't there? And are you tired of all the fights that come with telling them that you don't hear something or you don't see something? In this video, I'm going to share with you two of the most common hallucinations that I've seen in my time working in a psychiatric hospital for elderly patients. Real life examples of what I've seen, exactly what to say and do. And be sure to watch to the end of the video because I'm going to be revealing why this happens to folks with dementia as a symptom of it based on conversations that I've had with the lead psychiatrist at my hospital. Welcome to Dementia Success Path. I'm Krista, and this is the place where you're going to find tips, strategies, and support so that you can find success on your path as a caregiver. Now, if you haven't already, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you actually get alerted of these videos. All right, let's jump right in. Help me! Help me! What's wrong? There's bugs crawling all over the ground. I don't see anything. They're crawling all over everything. You need to calm down. They're crawling all over everything. Visual hallucinations are one of the most common types of hallucinations that you'll see in dementia folks. Examples of what your loved one or your client might be seeing that I've noticed in real life are dogs wandering in and out, bugs on the ground, children wandering in and out, or even big scary men wandering in and out. So needless to say, these hallucinations, they're very real and vivid to the people that are experiencing them. Help me! Help me! What's wrong? The bugs are crawling all over the ground. Okay, spiders are crawling on the ground. Okay, why don't we get you out of here so they can exterminate those bugs, okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you. In the first example, the caregiver is doing what we might naturally do in real life, which is if someone tells us that something isn't there, we'll look around and we'll check it out. And if we don't see anything, we'll say, I don't see anything. The problem is when you're talking to someone whose brain is dying from dementia, Alzheimer's, or Lewy body, or many other dementias, what'll happen is they will get angry and agitated and frustrated with you because to them it is absolutely real. And the more you deny the reality, the more they're going to fight you. In the second example, the caregiver has taken control of the situation. They are going with the reality of the person with dementia, and they are reassuring that person that they are going to have everything taken care of. And that allows the person with dementia to not feel like they have to defend themselves or prove to that other person that they're not crazy. They just feel like they're safe and that the danger that they are perceiving from the hallucination is going to be gone because you're taking care of it. Richard? Who is Richard? Of course you wouldn't know, you stupid lady. Richard! I don't hear anything. I hear him down the hall. I hear you down the hall, Richard. Richard isn't here. Let me out of this thing. Let me out. I need to talk to Richard. Auditory hallucinations are also going to be some of the hallucinations that you run into the most often. Examples of what these may look like are having someone hear kids laughing, a dog barking, or more commonly voices of people they know, or random sounds or objects that aren't actually happening. Now, kind of like with visual hallucinations, auditory hallucinations can also happen at random, or it's part of sundowning, which is going to start in the late afternoon and go into the early evening. Richard? Who is Richard? My husband. He's calling me down the hall. Oh, okay. He's your husband? What is he saying? He's calling my name. Okay. Do you want me to go check it out for you and see if I see him? Oh, okay. Okay. So Richard said that he was in a hurry, but he would give you a call a little bit later tonight, okay? Okay, dear, that sounds good. In the first example, our caregiver denied our person with dementia's reality to the point where she got very upset and borderline verbally abusive, which is clearly not something we want to deal with on a daily basis, especially if our loved one or client is having hallucinations frequently. And trust me, I've seen that. What the second example did is they existed in her reality. And the way that she was able to stay consistent with her reality in that particular example is something called therapeutic fibbing. Now, you don't necessarily have to tell lies to someone with dementia, but the value of therapeutic fibbing is that it allows you to 100% live in that person with dementia's reality, that person's world, and they tend to calm down much easier and faster with this method. But if that is not your thing and your values tell you to absolutely never lie to your person, which is totally fine, totally valid, I'm going to teach you another way that you can go about this. Richard? Who is Richard? My husband, Richard. He's calling me from down the hall. Okay, your husband? All right. Would you like me to check to see if he's over in the hall? Oh, yes, please do. All right, so I didn't see him when I went and checked. But if I do see him, I'll let you know. I'll keep my eyes peeled, okay? In the meantime, would you like to come to the music therapy group that's going to happen in just a couple minutes? Oh, okay, I suppose so. Validation, as opposed to therapeutic fibbing, means that you are often repeating some things that your person with dementia is saying, that you are validating what they're saying, and you are existing in their reality as much as you possibly can while continuing to stay honest with them. Now, I found the key in taking this approach is that the first second you find an opportunity for redirection or distraction, you gotta take it. Otherwise, you risk running into them fixating on it and trying to fix the problem or go after the auditory hallucination. So being able to have a good distraction in your back pocket if you're going to go through this method is definitely key. So what most people don't know about dementia is that it physically changes the brain and the brain chemistry. That's why you'll oftentimes see that in addition to memory loss, which is the main symptom of dementia, what you'll also see is people starting to develop psychotic symptoms, which is what lands them in psychiatric hospitals like the one that I work at. And it will cause these hallucinations, and it will cause all of these bizarre things that might not have been a part of your loved one or your client's life before they had dementia. Mind you, this is especially common with Lewy body dementia. You will see all kinds of hallucinations with those folks especially. So what I would do if I were you for the most personalized and accurate information on your loved one or client, I would talk to a psychiatrist that works with geriatric folks, or talk with your doctor who can refer you to a psychiatrist that would know exactly what to do and what the right steps are as far as medication and advice and all that good stuff. If you like this video and this information, I have a free dementia success guide in the description box below that you can sign up for, and you will be sent all kinds of awesome free information to help you on your caregiver journey. And make sure, again, if you haven't already, to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell so you know when I am actually uploading a video, and you let YouTube know that they need to share these videos with more people and more caregivers. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.